So that's us live here now. You can just see the team photograph taking place between Luxembourg and Scotland. This is the last 16 of the main competition after a fantastic performance yesterday from our women, coming 5th overall. So obviously all the fixtures are tough from here, but Liz also comprehensively won her first singles game today, 13-0. So there's every reason to be optimistic. The men's game is being featured over on Scottish Batang People. I'll be covering this one. So, first end about to kick off. 7-meter jack. You see the orange cross there. It's just behind the, as we look at it, the Luxembourg player. So, decent point first off from Luxembourg. So Liz's first point of the day, or at least of the match, is a good one. I'm pretty certain she's holding. Let's have a look. Maybe not. It's close. So Shirley appears to think that Liz has just run through. It was a good ball. So first shot of the day for Shirley. Yeah, she's pulled that slightly to the right. So Liz to point again. Yeah, that's a beauty. So she's holding and obviously in contact with the Luxembourg ball. Luxembourg just waiting until a shot next door. The Spanish who Scotland played yesterday playing to us on the next with us on the next door piece. So Luxembourg forced a point again by the ball Liz played. And she pointed very well yesterday in the mixed doubles. The Luxembourg pointer, and she's carrying that on just now. Worth another shot here from Shirley. Oh, she's having a bit of a conflab with the coach. Obviously, Scotland are at a ball disadvantage, but it looks like a shot to me all day. There's stray balls just come on from the adjacent piece. It's been marked up, so we're playing non-time games now, so the ball will be live. Oh, and Shirley's just missed that one. Hooked it slightly to the left as she's looking at it. So a couple of ball left for Scotland. Imagine they'll be playing more defensively now. Well, that was just kicked a little bit right for Liz in the back. So it was Scotland's last ball. Depending on what happens next, it might not be the worst thing in the world to have this ball out of the back that Liz played. And Shirley's kicked right as well. It really was a kick there because in normal circumstances, that was a bit of a right to left shot from Shirley. We'd have expected to draw in. So Luxembourg electing to point. And she's still got a shot ball, but she's pushed her other one, the one that was holding, into probably fourth place. So there's no change in terms of the count on the ground. There's a sort of aggressive option that they could consider, but it is strongly aggressive, involving shooting Shirley's back ball and the side ball. But there's quite a lot that could go wrong with that as well. So we'll see how aggressive they're feeling. Yeah, it's a point. She's played that with weight, but similar to the previous situation, it's unclear what improvement has been made. They're going to do a measure now because there's, I guess, 4 ball in the head, and 3 of them are Luxembourg ball. Yeah, so now she's going to, I'll show you this. She's going to try and shoot Shirley's ball, which is directly behind the cross. And she certainly made the hit, but she didn't really move Liz's ball very far. But she has a ball now, a shot now for 3. And she's made it, and she's made it with a carrow. So I suspect that's 4 there for Luxembourg. Yeah, as I thought, 4 for Luxembourg. Good shooting from Luxembourg there. So there's your, in a minute, the positioning of the second portion of the game will be revealed. There we are. 7.5 meters. Another decent point there from Luxembourg. Yeah.
Okay. This one, right?
So Liz's first ball came up short there. Your point again. Again, hitting a little bit of soft ground in the middle of the piece that's slowing that down. And although that's better, I think it's still not holding. So opportunity here for Luxembourg ball ahead. Shirley's having a look, but I suspect she'll conclude that we're committed now to pointing. Let's have a look, see what she decides. Well, and that's took a kick to the left. So treacherous out there. Shirley having a think.
Wat in de markt?
Well, and that one was online, but it's gone right through the back. So Scotland will have played all their ball after this against one from Luxembourg. That's a very good ball from Shirley. Hard to say for sure. I'd say it's probably sitting 2 or 3 centimetres in front of the cosh, but a high likelihood of the cosh going. Obviously, if the cosh went dead, that would be deemed a good result for Luxembourg. However, Shirley does have that ball at the back. Yeah, she's missed that. So obviously every ball missed here is something for Scotland, given that Luxembourg still have 4 ball in hand. She'll obviously shoot again. Bit of encouragement from the coach there. Yeah, she's missed in almost exactly the same position there, just slightly to the left. So still advantage Luxembourg, but the position's beginning to even up.
Hartstikke goed. Hartstikke goed. Niks blij met de spel. Sorry.
She's made it this time, and she skipped the cosh on, and that's probably pretty favourable, I'd say now for Luxembourg. I'd be surprised if they weren't holding 2. Yeah, you can tell by the width that she's showing that the point is quite possible. Hard to tell if that's on, but body language suggests that it might be. Suspect that Luxembourg are holding 2 for sure. She certainly made that one, so I think 3 fingers went up there, but we'll just check and see. No, 4 fingers went up, so 8-0. So we're up against it here, but still everything to play for. So here we are within 3. Gosh, I'd say just straight short of 8 meters. Yes, another absolute beauty. So Shirley up to shoot. Oh, and she's just popped that to the right a bit. Very little in it. Obviously obliged to shoot again. Oh, and she's just gone over the top there as well. So trouble beckons. Chat with the coach now because on the one hand it seems obvious that the ball should go, but limiting the damage for this end to live for another day might also be tempting. So yeah, Liz up to point now and see how she can, what she can do. It's just drifted away to the right a bit. So Scotland's fourth ball. Luxembourg right on the flush. Yeah, it's a much better ball there from Liz. She's in the area. And as I say, it's a defensive operation now. So we'll be looking to put something else in front as well. Yeah, that's an absolute fracker there. In fact, she may even have taken the point. Obviously, Luxembourg have plenty of ball in hand. Just one left for Shirley for Scotland. But the hope here is, assuming that the Luxembourg player makes their hit, that it will take more than one shot to clear it away. There's this ball batted straight onto the back of the Luxembourg ball. Yeah, she's gone over the top there. So that's one down. No choice but to shoot again. And she's made contact with one of Liz's ball, not the one that she was aiming for, and she stayed around. So she'll obviously shoot again now. She's clearing out the ground. Remember, Shirley does have one ball left, so she has to be mindful of that. Scotland's hope here, assuming that she hits, is that Liz's ball doesn't move too far. Yeah, it's a very good shot. So Luxembourg hold now. I suspect Scotland still holds second, but not quite sure what the ball situation is after that. We've got Liz's ball out on the left, the two ball closest to us as we look at it, both Luxembourg. So Shirley will be looking to try and rest on this ball, I imagine. She's not quite rested. It was a good attempt. It's in the head though, which is important at this point. We saw the Luxembourg pointer also shoot very well yesterday, so she's certainly capable. So it's like it's sort of it is there also. I think they've opted for the point. Every chance that Scotland is holding second and third. And she is an absolutely outstanding pointer, so that's two. Sorry, the points. Yeah. And there's another as well. That's 3. I don't think I've seen many people point better than the Luxembourg player so far in this tournament. Only watched a couple of games, obviously, but the consistency has been outstanding. So we're up against it here, but we've been up against it before.
Allez. Gemütlich.
So the kosh goes out to a little more than 6 meters. I'll try and move angle here.
Here, if you want.
Thank you. So there's your kosh there, probably 7 meters.
Yeah.
Another great shot there. Shirley again obliged to have a shot. Yeah, good hit by Shirley there. She's made sufficient contact here. Moved the previous point probably 2 meters to the left of the kosh. Shirley's ball went dead, so list to point. Yeah, good ball from Liz there. Probably slightly further away than it looks from here, maybe 60 centimeters, but pretty much in line. And unsurprisingly, Luxembourg are going to shoot. Yeah, she's made that. She's hit the kosh there, hands up in recognition of the fortune. But it was early in the end, so it's not as if it's cost us too badly.
Quatre à 0, Luxembourg, 4, France, 0. 4-0.
So the kosh has been thrown there. Roughly 7 meters. And as I say, I haven't seen a better pointer than the Luxembourg woman. It's the second match that I've covered with her involved. Keeps the pressure up on Shirley. Come on, Charles. Yeah, she's just split the difference between the kosh and the ball there. She'll go again. Yeah, this time she's pulled it a little bit to the left. So obvious problems there for Scotland. Let's see if Liz can do what she did in the last end and rest the Luxembourg ball.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And that's exactly what she's done. It's not quite rested it, but it's in line, taken the point. Absolute cracker from Liz. Well played, Liz. Oh, and she's tickled that, but tickled it closer to the cosh. Might be some advantage to that in the sense that it's taking it out of line with her previous shot ball. There's a shot coming up. Quick flash across to see Turkey playing here and very close to the string. But she's played the shot. Sorry, guys, you missed that. I thought she was gonna wait until Turkey finished their end. So yeah, so the Luxembourg, a woman made a good hit there. The cosh moved a little. So that's Liz sitting at the back behind where Liz is actually standing just now, and the two other ball are Luxembourg ball. So little point now. And she's pointed well. That's an absolute cracker right on the button. So this is the third of the shooter's ball. Luxembourg pointer still has two in hand. One for Shirley. So two plays one on the ball count. As I say, the second and the third are a Luxembourg ball. So I'd expect to shoot. Probably waiting now until the end next door involving Turkey is finished. So her shot, if she takes it, would be heading fairly straight in the direction of the heads that Turkey and Sweden are currently playing. Okay, I now expect Turkey and Sweden to wait for a second while we play our end. So shot coming up from Luxembourg. Reminder, Luxembourg have actually three ball in hand, two and Scotland's one. She's gone over the top there, just hung on to it a little bit. So two plays one, Scotland hold one. Luxembourg with second and third ball, and Liz's ball, the only other ball on the piece, sitting at the back. See that there? So I think there's a shot coming up here. She's just pulled that. I saw her make a superb carry yesterday against our mixed doubles team. But that was shorter and pulled. Again, at 11-0, there's a tendency to shoot again because Luxembourg had the second and third. If she did shoot it out, one would expect Scotland to be able to point back in, but alternatively making a carrow would put an awful lot of pressure on us. I think she's a bit more at the point. Luxembourg keeping it tight. Yeah, and that one scuttled on through. So, all being well, barring disasters, we'd. Oh, apologies, folks. My ball count's been terrible. I thought it was 2-1, then I thought it was 3-1. I now see that it's actually. It was 3-2 when I started, and now Scotland hold 2. This is one at the back there that I didn't see in her hand. So, no surprise, therefore, that Luxembourg chose to point. But obviously, good news for Scotland in the sense that we've got a couple to potentially add. And Liz has certainly done that. Great point from Liz, I think. Quick look from Shirley, but yeah, she looks happy. So that's 2 for Scotland. So all being well, we'll be off the mark. Yeah, Shirley's just run through there. So it'll be 2, 11-2. Great pointing there from Liz. Great defensive pointing. And then 2 great follow-up points really really saved that end for us. So 11-2, first Scottish cosh of the match. Remember, we're untimed here. So this is throwing the cosh there. It's about 8 meters, I'd say. That's a nice point from Liz. It drifted slightly to the right at the end, but the team will be happy with that. Another amazing point from Luxembourg. Almost 100% effective. Couple of strayer shots in the last end, but she's really been keeping the pressure up generally. That's a fine shot from Shirley. Really fine shot. Well played, Shells. Really good throw. Looked better out the hand than a couple of her previous shots, so hopefully she's locked in on that now. And that one just dropped slightly out of the Luxembourg pointer's hand, so it's come up short. So a chink of light in terms of the the pointing duel. So that was another absolute cracker back into the groove for Luxembourg. Second shooting opportunity for Shirley. Oh, she's just gone over the top there. It was a very good throw. Just literally landed a couple of centimeters over the top. So three against three in the ball count. Scotland holding second. Another shot will come up here. Now she just pulled that a little bit to the left. So bit of trouble. It's hard for me to know exactly how close the ball is to the Posh. If it was sitting right on it, we would be I'd be tempted to suggest that Liz will have a shot as well, but hard to know in terms of the proximity of Posh and ball. Yeah, as I suspected. Yeah, she played a firm point there. Certainly made contact, but as you can see, not enough to change the situation on the ground. This is Liz's final ball, and Scotland. This has come up short there, so opportunity now for Luxembourg to finish this match. Yeah, so the first one, there's pitch short. I don't think it was ever going to make it, even if it hadn't made contact with Liz's front ball. Animated coach at the back there who is directing Luxembourg to take more to the right, which she's done, but still come up short. So last ball for Luxembourg. Opportunity clearly still here to put in the second point that they need. Yeah, I think she's found her way through there. So quick look from Scotland. There's having a look at that, but yeah. So there's the handshake. Been a really good run for Scotland. Seeding fifth, qualifying for the main competition, just came up against Luxembourg side who, particularly in terms of pointing, were fantastic. So yeah, as I say, that's us signing out now. Still three tournaments are live for us. We've got Jack and Robbie down playing in the Nations Cup. We'll have the mixed doubles, Jack and Robbie, and of course Liz has still got the singles, having won 13-0 in the last round. That's the Nations Cup quarterfinal singles coming up for Liz later on. So we'll be back later. Thanks for watching.